Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's Monday, December 16th, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, we got 10 things for the weekend. Busy weekend. Grizzlies played at home and played on the road. One of them went well, one of them did not. We will get to both of them. Memphis Tigers got a huge win against Clemson over the weekend. We will go through that. In addition to that, the Heisman Trophy was awarded. We've got some bowl games this week, including win one for Seth. We'll get to NFL impressed and depressed. We'll get to Caitlin Clark. I have an unbelievable addition to what we watched this weekend of something that I watched. We'll get to all the 10 things from the weekend. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, got a bunch of stuff to get to on the show today. Quite the busy weekend and a lot of basketball that we watched in the first weekend that we were without college football for a full day on Saturday, though we did have the Army-Navy game. We'll get to everything that took place, and we'll get a look at the week ahead. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandits in your sack. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, John Asparagus, Johnny Nick Corp, John Lance, Yogi Roser. Hello, John.
Hashtag one more for Seth. We're one day away from one more for Seth.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Yeah, you always say win one for Seth. It's one more for Seth. He's won plenty of games. It's one more, though.
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla. He's Mr. Math. He's Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He sure is. He's Walker 93.
How you doing, guys? I'm well refreshed right now. I got some platinum football on my chest right now. On the real ones know what's up. Big fat Albert vibes, you feel me? But we here, man. We lit. How y'all feel? How y'all doing? Like that?
A lot of words.
Yeah, a lot of words.
What, y'all understand the word I said?
No, we understood it.
I understood Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Fubu Nota Vibe, something. Something, Fubu Nota Vibes. The real ones know, Fat Albert.
Hold some, heard some, what, one word, one game, live.
Tight, you know what I'm saying?
Win one for Seth.
Yeah,
one more for
Seth. Did you see the video they dropped, by the way? It's stirring up some controversy, Verno.
Oh, let me see it.
Have you seen it?
No.
Well, not really stirring up controversy, but some people they're taking it too literal. They didn't know how to do the uniform reveal for every game. They did a whole skit.
Oh, the giddy up?
The giddy up, where Jonah Gamble's at like a barn, and two players come on and knock on the door, and he's like, "You can't wear those hoodies around here. I got some better stuff for you to wear." And they change it to the uniforms, and people are like, "Oh, this is corny. Oh, this is racist."
Oh, they don't
And
like
I'm
it.
I'm like, okay, y'all, it ain't that
So
deep.
I can't quote, tweet, and say hashtag one more for Seth?
No, you should.
Okay, well, that's done.
You should. Frisco Bowl coming up soon.
Calm down.
I'm calm.
Let's get to 10 things.
I love 10 things.
We know. Number one, Grizzlies Weekend. All right, let's start with Friday, which was against Brooklyn, which is a game that we were at. This was a lot more entertaining than expected simply because of at the end of the game, you had, I guess by halftime, John Morant was going crazy and he was yelling at the opposing coach, Jordy Fernandez,
So weird.
and the rest of their bench. And I was like, wait, are we gonna get into it with the Brooklyn Nets? This is so weird. And then, of course, as the game played out, tempers flared, and then at the end of the game, John Morant again, in his own words, trolling the Brooklyn Nets. Dennis Schroeder didn't like it. Dennis Schroeder gets up, Jordy Fernandez gets up, then Dennis Schroeder says something to Taylor Jenkins, and Taylor Jenkins looks and says, "You gonna let him talk to me like that?" or something to that effect.
And then turns away and says, F that S.
F that
On
S.
mic.
On how loud mic, by the way.
On loud mic.
F that S.
And then the game ended. Look, the game took too long, per usual. But at least we had like a little juice there that at the end of that game. All in all, not too much to take away from the game. Obviously, Morant was out of control great the entire night. He was awesome. And they put 6 guys into double digits. They had 4 guys, with 20, which is something that you rarely see. You had Ja with 28, you had Bane with 21, you had Jaren Jackson with 20, and you had Santi Aldama off the bench with 20. And so 4 guys into the 20s. And ended up running away with it in the end. It was not a close game, but then you had a little smoke there at the end. The best part was Yuki Kawamura came into the game and got a no-look pass, and everybody was all excited. And then you had all the problems that went on in front of the scorer's table, etc. But it's about that time I stayed in my seat because I did not want to miss the Yuki Kawamura show. And I saw his no-look pass, and I saw the crowd go crazy, and I saw the thing that happened at the scorer's table and whatever, and then I start walking out. Well, I typically leave with a minute or two if it's not a close game, like it wasn't. Yeah. I'll leave with a minute or two so I've got time to get up to the studio, get set up, and then I'm there, and they don't have to worry about me because inevitably Brevin's going to have to take off his microphone at the end of the game, and he's going to have to make his way up to the studio. And Fish is going to have to do a walk-off thing. So they're both going to be behind me. But I end up staying in my seat for that one for a little while. And so what happens is I'm usually walking, and it's like scattered people, not a ton in the hallways. It's the people that are leaving a little bit early because they're trying to beat the traffic, right? They're not going to wait until the streamers go off in the very end of the game. But it's not like super crowded in the hallways typically when I'm walking to the studio. But that was not the case this time around because game had ended. And one of the things that I will tell you, it looked very bleak in there at the beginning of the game, and then it really filled in as the game went on, which is a typical, I guess that's a Friday night thing. But the other thing,
you go to Wet Willie's first, bro.
The other thing that took place, and this is when we have talked about throughout the year and lamenting sometimes the attendance and whatever, it was one of these real moments where it came into full clarity the difference between what we've gone through the first huge portion of the season with home games and what took place on Friday night. It is a totally and completely different animal. And I'll say this because we do it in the team store, so there's a lot more people in the team store at the pregame show, right? A lot more on this Friday night. And then after the game, it is slammed behind us. And as I am walking to the postgame studio, there are so many more people than usually when I'm walking through. And they're drunk.
Yeah.
Because
Very
they're
drunk, yes,
yelling.
yes.
It's Friday.
It's Friday night,
And
bro.
that's
We outside.
what I'm saying is we've been going through these Tuesday, Monday, Sunday afternoon games all season long. Like, that's not what it's been like.
No.
And it wasn't the opponent, obviously, right?
Nah.
You're playing against the Brooklyn Nets. But then what happens is, as I'm walking in, these guys, people are yelling at me,
Yeah, Vernon.
right? They're yelling or whatever. And then these guys start tailing me. Big listeners. And they say, Johnny Thunder's not happy. Where's Johnny Thunder? Where's Johnny Thunder, Verno? And I'm like, I don't know, guys. And they're like, Johnny Thunder? I know where he is. He's probably crying. He's probably mad that we won. He's probably mad that he won. He's probably watching his Thunder. That's probably what he's doing. Johnny Thunder doesn't think we can beat the Thunder. I wonder if he doesn't deserve us versus the Nets. He doesn't deserve that. Johnny Thunder, he's probably crying right now. He's probably crying. So now they're yelling at me as I'm walking into the studio because I got to do the postgame show. Oh no, it's not over. They walk in the team store.
Of course.
They stand right behind our cameraman Reggie, and they're going, Johnny Thunder's pissed. Johnny Thunder.
Yeah.
They're like, what's wrong with this dude, Verno? And I'm like, guys, I got to do a post-game show or back to the post-game. And they're like, no, where's Johnny Thunder? He doesn't get 40% off in the team store.
They are all right, Roser. Look at
yeah.
They are on your
They were lit.
back pockets,
And I
Roser.
was like, I love Friday night games.
Yes.
I
Oh my
love Friday night games.
People got a
this
couple
is amazing.
of Silky's buckets in them, a couple Wet Willie frozen drinks, a couple shots of tequila, and they are lit, boy. Lit. Roser, they on your ass, by the way.
Yeah, that's
I got a
fine.
couple DMs about it. A couple DMs about Roser. People were not happy.
No, they don't.
They're not
he's
happy with
Dr.
you.
And I kept trying to tell them he's Dr. Thunder.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
doing.
doing the correcting hashtag win 1%.
Yeah.
It's hashtag Dr. Thunder.
Hashtag one more for Seth.
Doctor.
All right. So that was Friday.
Oh, Lord. Now you got to get to the rough one. Uh-oh. Wait, where you going? Oh, no.
Dude, that game last
Oh.
night was.
Let's get to Sunday. You guys want to have a dialogue?
What are we having a dialogue about?
Buddy,
About the Lakers, like,
I was pissed.
I mean, me too. LeBron came out like he went to Germany. Like his first couple possessions, he had a chase down block and like a runway dunk, and I was like, of course, bro.
All right, let me just say this off the bat. This is not sour grapes. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what I thought about what the Grizzlies did and how they performed last night. Nobody, and I mean nobody, I don't care who you are, wants to watch a game with 58 fouls and 69 free throws.
It's not
It's
nice.
just, it's not basketball. I was texting you guys throughout the game. I'm like, bro, they can't play 3 straight possessions without there being a whistle in this game.
Yep.
Like, who wants to watch this? Now, let me just say, we talked about this when it was the Dallas game, right? So I don't want it to be like, oh, they 2 games they lost in the last. Look, that last night, the Grizzlies did not. Let me make this clear. The officials had nothing to do with them losing that game.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. I'm saying fair is fair. I hate the way these games are called right now. I hate it. Like, I can't take it. Everything, every bump, both ways. It's just not. And then we review and we review and review. These games take forever. We got to a point last year where we were coming in here talking about an hour and 57-minute games and 2 hours and 3-minute games, 2 hour and 7-minute games. Remember this? This happened in the spring after the All-Star break. And it was like, oh, this is great. And then we got to the summer and we watched FIBA and we're like, why can't basketball be like this? Seriously, like they're actually playing basketball. But we get mired in these just epically long, free throw laden, review laden games. It's
So-
2 hours and 40 minutes to watch a basketball game. They only play 48.
So 2 hours and 34 minutes last night. The Brooklyn game Friday night also took way longer than the fouls and free throws were not the problem Friday night. It was the freaking reviews on everything.
Yeah,
it's like,
reviews.
dude.
The third quarter took like 8 years. Yeah, it took way too long. But back to
These games are taking forever. So let me just get that out of the way.
Yes.
Look, absolutely zero answer for Anthony Davis.
None.
And that's the end of that, right? The Lakers, after LeBron has had his 1 week hiatus, got back to what made them good at the beginning of the season. And then they morphed into what they always morph into, which is LeBron pounding the ball into the ground. And they're not. You know, Davis is not the guy. He was the guy last night, and that was established very early. I mean, damn, the guy did. I think he had 20 and 10 by halftime.
Yeah, if he didn't mess up his shot, he probably could have had 80. He could have had 100.
He could have done whatever he wanted to. And here's what I'll say: look, you got into this. You got into this free throw fest last night where there is no flow to the game. There is no flow to the game that's going on. And let me just say, this is why you got to be grumpy about this. And look, big picture is it's a second loss in like forever, so I'm not going to belabor this too much. But I will say, what you cannot do is just say, okay, well, when games are free flowing and games are playing basketball, I like the Grizzlies' chances. But when these turn into these half-court operations, that's where they're really up against it, where they're not causing turnovers and scoring off said turnovers, when they are playing a bunch of half-court basketball, when they are not getting a bunch of steals and blocks and everything else that gets them out in transition, where they're taking the ball out of the basket way too much. And the free throw line, virtually, I mean, like I said, you can't play 3 straight possessions without somebody going to the free throw line. That's going to turn into we run a play, you run a play stuff. And they're not good enough at it. End of story. Like, I'm not going to sit here and belabor the fact that, like, it's like, oh, well, these games turn into these, which I do hate. I hate that, right? Yeah. And I do think if the game is allowed to flow, that's when the Grizzlies are obviously at their best. But the truth is, when you play a lot of these really good teams, the game is not going to be allowed to flow. And more importantly, in the playoffs, the game's not going to be allowed to flow. And so you have got to be better. You have got to be better at playing that kind of basketball, the disjointed kind, because that's what it turns into. And it's fine when you know we're running up and down and we're scoring 120 every night, right? But like you're going to get into these games, especially against the better teams, where you're going to have to grind one out. You're going to have to beat somebody in a grinded out game, because it can't just be as soon as they make you uncomfortable and you can't play your style of basketball that's the end of that. And they got ground down to a nub last night. They couldn't score. Could not score.
They turned the ball over way too much. Like, it was just a lot of like loosey goosiness with the
turning the ball over way too much, and the backcourt was terrible.
Yeah, because like even like the Celtics game, where like they got into a dogfight and they held their own against one of the best in the league, I think.
I saw a lot of last night, Saturday night. LA is undefeated. Yeah, with this blame of. They did have a day off.
I'm sure they won
out. 10
out.
of 11, and but you've got. But again, it's kind of like you still got to be able to perform.
Yeah.
Right? You still got to be able to perform. And that's, to me, that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's not.
Jaren was good. Like you said, the backcourt.
Of course he was. Jaren was great in that game.
Then you had the 2 rough ones in the fourth quarter.
The fouls.
I almost chucked my laptop against the wall. The difference, like 85 feet away from the
basket. That was brutal.
Well, the other thing was, and you saw it last night, it took him a while to get to some of the stuff that was going to work. Right? Edey obviously was going to work. I'll get to that. But beyond that, the Kennard thing. It took him a long time to get Kennard. It looked like it was going to be another DMP for Luke Kennard, and then he got to him. Go look at the plus-minus in this game. Because what you can't allow them to do, and what they did, they just these people just box and elbow you. That's it. They're going to play boxing elbow, and they're just going to say, all right, you're going to see 2 when you drive. You're going to run into somebody, and go ahead, shoot us out of it.
Yeah, Luke spraying it
right?
third quarter.
Shoot us out of it.
And the lights are going to be too bright for some of you guys playing in L.A.
Shoot us out of it. Yeah. Jalen Wells didn't even take a 3.
No.
Elijah
The
took
1-3 I thought he took with it. They took it back and changed it to a 2. But yeah, he was. That's probably, I think, out of his rookie tenure, I think it's probably the worst game I've seen him play.
There's some of these dudes, especially some of the younger guys like that, the wing. Dude, you could tell the bright lights playing in LA. It does.
Also,
they're not built. They're not ready for it
Also,
yet.
that team is men.
Yes, they are so much bigger than we are.
So much bigger.
I just don't want to get cooked by freaking like Austin Reeves and Matt Kirsten.
But watch how they defend us on the perimeter, period. Like, dude, LeBron's like moving his feet like it's 15 years ago.
They hate us.
It's like
they just hate us,
us.
They do.
There's like a vitriol they have. Like Braun
They want to shut the Grizzlies up.
Yeah, always.
Yes, and Anthony Davis controls everything. We can't stop him offensively, and he controls the game defensively.
Obviously, the Bane thing was super disappointing because it started to feel like he was on his way back. And then he had the 21 against Brooklyn the other night. Yeah. You know, the numbers in December had not been, they haven't been great.
Dude, he had his entire body wrapped last night.
But, I mean, good.
He always does, really.
Yeah.
You should pay more attention to him.
I know. I texted y'all that. I'm
But
like,
he is just not himself.
Yeah, he got to get right.
At all.
He got to get right.
No.
Just not himself. Offensively or defensively.
Yeah, he got to get right.
Yeah, they got to get him right. Anyway, all in all, one of the things that we're learning is when they play against these type of teams and playoff caliber teams, like sometimes these guys, there's going to be a bunch of whistles, there's going to be a bunch of free throws, and you're going to play a lot of half-court basketball, and you've got to be better. You have got to be better. Now, bright spots. All the big guys. Jaren Jackson Jr. was absolutely fantastic last night. Yeah. Brandon Clark was the only reason they got back in that game.
It took him time to wake up. His first half was not good.
But his energy and him trying to get guys to come along for the ride with him, Brandon Clark was the reason they got back in that game. And then,
return.
I was gonna say, go get it. Where is it?
The return of the man himself. The return, man. The guy's back. He's back in the building. He's back in the building.
Zach, welcome back.
So good to see you back on the floor, Zach. How'd you feel out there?
I hadn't played in like a month, and I'm the only one that showed up.
You were diving on the floor. You were playing.
I was everywhere.
You were everywhere.
I was. The only thing they should have done is give me the ball more.
Yeah. I want to ask you.
So Zach Edey could dominate. Their team was small. Everyone's small. You're small. I'm big. Zach Edey.
Zach, why do you hate Dalton Connect so much? You look like you were really sinking him out on some of them screens.
That guy is such a dick.
Oh, okay.
I haven't liked him since last year. They said they gave me too many free throws. Those Tennessee Volunteers won't stop crying to this day. Wah, wah, wah. Zach got fouled. Stop fouling, you're small.
Zach, what was it like to play against LeBron James last
I
night?
didn't even see him.
No, is he too small?
He's too small.
Too small.
The conditioning.
What number was he?
He's number 23.
Oh, 23? Yeah, he was all right.
He's all right.
How do you feel like your conditioning was?
My conditioning is never to be questioned.
Yeah. I agree.
Zach, what do you want for Christmas? You know, the holidays
Have you seen those huge hats that guys wear in the locker room?
Yeah, the big hats. Yeah,
those are the only ones that fit me.
Oh.
I'd like one of those. I'd like one of those massive hats with a Purdue Boilermaker on it.
Zach, are y'all doing Secret Santa in the locker room for teammates?
No, I don't do anything. The only Christmas festivities I take part in is that you can call me. I will work for hire. I put stars on top of trees. You're welcome, Zach.
I don't know what just happy.
He puts stars on top of trees.
So good to see you, Zach.
That's actually a really good thing if you're a tall person.
Yeah, I know, right? Very efficient.
In the summertime, he rescues cats from trees, and in the wintertime, he puts stars on top of Christmas trees.
We call
for
it
people.
being efficient. I was so good to see Zach back, though, man. Vernon, I see you stumbled back into it. Yeah. Zach came and talked to us about it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he came and talked to us about his return to the court.
Oh, that's cool.
And he let us know what he does in his free time during the Christmas holiday. So.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, shout out Zach Edey, man. Like,
Yep.
he looked real good.
He was great.
He looked real good.
He was great last night.
Like, first game back against Anthony Davis.
Need him against teams like that.
Yes.
Badly.
But it has, like, whenever he does something, I just sit there. Whenever he does something during the game and does it well, I just go, Edey!
You do that at home?
Yeah, I just say it out
Like,
loud.
as an adult?
Yeah. Like, Edey!
That's wild.
Number 2, let's get to happier things. The Memphis Tigers. Okay. So, waking up on Saturday morning and then remembering at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, the Memphis Tigers are going to be playing a very big basketball game against the Clemson Tigers. Ranked team, top 20 team on the road at 10 a.m. I was like, all right, this is going to be ugly. And you remember, and in fact, one of our listeners said Verno the ball knower and tweeted out me saying we're going to get to the under 8-minute timeout. It's going to be like 19-14. And the chances that it was actually 19-14, that's one in a billion. It actually was 19-14.
Yep.
And it was just such a, I tweeted this out at the beginning of the game. You tuned it in, and I was like, what is going on here?
There's nobody there.
And they said the students are already gone.
Yeah, they left.
For this semester. And I guess those seats right behind, like right where the camera looks, are all typically filled with the student section. And it makes it quite the raucous arena. And yet it was completely empty. And so you tuned into the game, and I was like, what is going on here? This is like COVID. Right? That's what it looked like. It looked like a COVID game where there was nobody there. And then within about 10 minutes time, all of a sudden you see all these little kids filing in. And so shout out to them because they found like all the little kids.
I think
that
they
were
probably
there.
tapped somebody on the shoulder and said, "Bro, this
Just bring them all there.
This looks bad on TV. Can somebody go? Let's take
they
these
had
people
to.
from over here and just put them all over here."
They had to.
You know what I'm saying?
It looked terrible.
Yeah, it looked bad.
And so they ended up putting all those little kids in those seats. And then, as our buddy Melvin said, it looked like a Nickelodeon show.
It really did.
It really did.
It was.
That game was so much better, so much more entertaining, so much, such a higher level than I ever bargained for a 10 a.m. on the road game against a good team. Like, I was in absolute shock watching that game. And, of course, the game ends up going to overtime, and Memphis hangs on to win. Man, when they were playing in Maui, I came in here virtually after all those games, and I'm like, look, I know that all the talk is Haggerty, but I love this Hunter guy. Oh my God, what an absolute Rottweiler this guy is.
Yeah.
And man, you need guys like that. And you know what made me think as I'm watching him and I'm watching this team like rally behind him and how good he was and how the guy is just tough as nails too. And he kind of that Auburn game, and then after that, it tapered off, and it's like, what happened to that guy? Where's the Tyrese Hunter that we saw in Maui? And then it was a big game, and oh my God, was that the Tyrese Hunter that we saw in Maui? And you know what it made me think of? It did make me. If there is a player, and he was not as good offensively as this kid is, but it does make me wonder. I do think that those guys raise the collective level. I always talk about guys that are able to raise the collective level of a team, and that guys will rally behind you. And it was interesting. Gary said this morning, Chris Beard, who had him at Texas, was like, that kid will not let their season go the wrong way. Like, he's built of all the right stuff, right? Which is super high praise.
Yeah.
That kid, you know what it immediately made me think of when he said that? was, do you remember how things just went to absolute hell? Nobody, because it wasn't some kind of Hunter-level player, but the whole thing went to hell after Mills got hurt last year.
Yeah, Caleb Mills.
Yeah, Penny said that. Penny said that's the reason why I went there.
I know he did, but everybody rolls their eyes at that.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where I watch Hunter, and I'm like, that is what Mills was. Like, Mills was that guy.
He defended.
And also, it was that quote that Gary gave, which is like, maybe he would have been the guy that would not have let the thing fall apart, right? That as soon as these guys start, right? Just the glue, right? As you said. He ain't letting this go the wrong way. He's gonna put it, he's gonna put it on himself and say, no. Yeah. Whereas as soon as he was out, the whole damn thing got fractured like crazy. And I do feel like Hunter is that.
Yeah.
I feel like they would. I feel like that Haggerty very well may be the most offensively talented player.
Yeah,
but Hunter is the guy that you. Hunter is the guy that you follow into the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because Haggerty's young too, so he's still young. Haggerty's still young.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Hunter's been around for a while, so he knows how to.
Oh my God, he was awesome.
Hoop.
And the shot making in that game. I mean, they're 12 of 25 from three, and
he was
God, I love the kid.
Tough shots too, bro.
Yes,
these ain't wide open spot up.
Also, for them to bounce back like they did, because that thing turned the wrong way against them with about 3 minutes left to go. Yeah. And I was like, oh, my gosh, are you serious? I mean, they've been up the whole game, basically, and now they're down 5, and it's like, are they really going to lose like this? Like, you've played so well all night. And so that was just absolutely awesome. And the other thing is, you played the 40 minutes and then you played 5 minutes. Kudos, in the words of my old buddy Chris Wallace, to Penny Hardaway, because he ran Hunter out there for 42 minutes. He ran Colby Rogers out there for 40 minutes. He ran Haggerty out there for 44 minutes. And then you had Jourdain play 37 minutes in the game, right? And you only ended up playing really 6 guys in the game.
I think he's figured out. I know in the past we've talked about how Penny plays too many guys. I think he kind of he's learned from those mistakes of put too many guys out there. He's like,
settled on.
He settled on. I know who my 5 are. Maybe 6.
Oh yeah, no, we were deep into the season, and you might see 10 players hit the floor before the second time out.
Yeah,
and it's
he's like, yo.
Yeah, everybody can't just be right. Everybody can't just be playing with different guys every time they go out on the court and mixing and matching this thing and constantly searching for something that's gonna give you a punch. Like, they got to get used to playing with each other. Yeah, they got to know where each other are gonna be on both ends of the floor. That is just an enormous win for their resume. Yes. Enormous.
And I know GP said that they have the most quad one, the second most, the top most quad one wins, but Auburn.
With Auburn,
who beat them, right?
Yes,
which is dope to see. Also, another thing with their roster, we noticed that we just watching them play. The pecking order is all established.
Yes.
The 3 guards shoot.
Yep.
The 2 bigs rebound.
That's right.
Like, you ain't got no big.
You are to be of service of.
Exactly.
Right.
We're gonna shoot the ball. Y'all 2 gonna rebound. So that's what I love.
Well, and Rogers is obviously the 3rd shot taker.
Exactly. Which I like.
Right.
Look at the shot attempts. It's Kobe Rogers took 14. Tyrese took 14. Haggerty took 10.
Yep.
Like, that's what you want. Everybody else, y'all
but Haggerty's doesn't count as 10 because you got all the fouls.
Yeah, he gonna do that a couple times. But I love the fact that everybody does their job.
I mean, look, we were watching the game.
Oh boy, Merchant.
I always tell you, this is how you can. Many have called me the beacon of objectivity, and this is how you know. I can't stand it, bro.
Yeah. I hate it.
He's on my team. I want them to win every game.
You don't like that he flops, bro?
I mean, it's just it's like he's the child of James Harden and Trae Young.
And SGA.
And you know who it reminded me of, because I watched it twice this weekend? It reminded me last night of, as I was watching the game, I'm like, this is the same sensation I got when I was watching Haggerty. Friggin' Reeves falls down every time he shoots. Like, why are you on the ground? And Haggerty does the snow angel
always.
every time he shoots,
Always,
right?
yo.
Ah!
Yeah.
So both legs, both arms, and it's like, just take a shot and land.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking last night with Austin Reeves. Bro, just take a shot and land.
Yeah.
Oh, he
For
sucks.
once.
Yeah, I hate him.
He sucks.
Will you please
Him and that
just
weekend.
take a shot and
gosh.
land for Bro, was it Edie that got him though? It was
Edie
not. It did
got
not
him.
get
Yeah,
called. I
yeah.
mean, he elbowed him straight in the face.
and his face was like
that was
good.
rough.
Yeah, that's what he got sharp elbows too. He tall, skinny dude. Yeah, that's tough. I hate that headband he was wearing too.
You hate the headband.
Real douchey, bro. Real like Zac Efron, High School Musical type. Like I want to punch you in the face type.
You like that? You like it better than the wispy?
Yeah, just do the
I
wispy.
don't
Do
know.
the Justin
I don't know.
Bieber
I
wisp.
think I prefer headband.
It's
than-
like I'm trying to
and
be-
then him wisping his hair all the time.
Yeah, no, he's like.
I think I prefer headband.
Yeah, that's weak. That's a weak look. You look like a High School Musical.
High School Musical?
Get your head in the game. Yeah, get out of here, bro. That's weak. I hate his face. Keep going. Keep talking about the Tigers, please.
Great win for the Tigers. Now we got
Big.
Mississippi State and Ole Miss.
You got now the next
Big
four.
wins.
The next four.
Yeah,
games,
Virginia.
Virginia.
Wednesday.
next
Yep.
4 games you got are like big, right? Because
Virginia, Mississippi State. Ole Miss.
Mississippi State, Ole Miss. Those are the big ones.
Yep.
Because like for me, I'm like Penny. These big games, Penny's like locked in.
Well, and the
Players
other
are
thing
locked
is,
in.
Dude,
I'm worried about
any
the FAU.
SEC win is going to be awesome this year
Yes.
because that league is freakish.
Yeah.
God, I saw that posted their friggin' records and their record against non-conference just this weekend, and I was like,
Yeah, they don't
golly.
lose. I think GP said only one team lost this weekend.
He said they might be the best conference ever.
Yeah, I saw his counterpart, Matt Norlander, predicted the SEC is going to set a record and get 12 teams in the NCAA tournament. The league right now is 143-20.
That
Against-
is
against
as a
everybody else?
league.
As a
That's
league, they're
crazy.
143-20.
How is nobody just absolute crap?
Wasn't it supposed to be the Big 12 that was supposed to be like the best conference in the history
That's
of
what they
college
told us. They
basketball?
said it's the best. At the beginning, they said the Big 12 is gonna be the best conference ever.
And they lied on us.
Cap.
They lied. Why are they lying? Why are they lying?
Number 3, college football weekend. So we had Army Navy that took place over the weekend. Our conference mates, Army and Navy.
Yeah. The homies.
Who played each other,
the homies
not
played each
in a
other.
conference game.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
homies-
that over the weekend. You had the Cricket Celebration Bowl, which was saw Jackson State defeat South Carolina State 28-7.
By the way, it got real awkward after that game. Did you see it? Did you
No.
see the conversation online? Because there's a section of like the college football population that's like, oh, Coach Prom created Jackson State. There was a section of Jackson State was like, oh, you see, we did it without that guy. And I was like, okay, can we stop doing that? Can we stop my people? Can we stop fighting each other? We're all one, bro. One team, one goal. Stop fighting each other. So yeah, shout out Jackson State though.
The IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl took place over the weekend.
That was a real game.
I know you guys were tied into that one. What?
That was a real game that was happening. I thought it was like
IS4S is Integrated Solutions for Systems.
It was South Florida. It was South Alabama versus Western Michigan.
I thought that was an old game on TV.
No.
That was a real bowl
That was
game.
a real bowl game.
Yeah, that was going on.
I thought this was like a game that was like recorded, like I saw it on TV and I was like, "What is going on?"
That was a real bowl game.
Okay.
We're up next.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
What time do we play?
it's 9.
Yeah, we play late, bro.
Why are they
PM?
playing the Frisco Bowl on Tuesday night late? Is this to
Probably to get it on TV.
get it out of the way of the NBA Cup?
Yeah, hey, it might be.
No, stop.
What's
Why is it?
The
What's
Cup's on ABC.
what is on before the Frisco Bowl? Some college basketball?
Let's see.
Probably it's
Let me
'cause
see.
it's-
Some college.
It's Big Tuesday. Is
There-
that something?
It's Super
There's
Tuesday.
never
Super
been a
Tuesday.
Big Tuesday.
It's
My bad,
Super
Super Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So
yeah,
you
it's
got-
North Carolina, Florida.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's 6 p.m. Yeah.
North Carolina, Florida, from the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It's the Jumpman Invitational presented by Novant Health.
Why the hell are we playing a bowl game at 9 o'clock on a weekday in Texas?
In Frisco, by the way, not Dallas. At a soccer stadium.
Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's not 9. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's Eastern?
Yeah. 8
I'm
o'clock
looking at-
Central. Memphis minus 4.5.
One more for Seth.
Total of 58.5.
Roser.
3,208 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks. Hashtag one more for Seth.
There we go. Bro, if they drop that hashtag after they win, Roser, that means you made it. If they win the game and they do hashtag one more for Seth, they better copy Rose. They better credit Rose.
West Virginia
don't have to credit me.
West
They can just
Virginia
do it.
fired
It's
their
fine.
coach.
That's what we're playing against?
Yeah, they hired Rich Rod.
Yeah, I know, but because they fired the guy.
Yeah, they fired Neil Brown.
Playing against a team with a fired coach?
Yes.
Yeah, we've played our bowl games with.
They're so
other
happy
coaches.
with going to the Frisco Bowl that they fired their coach.
Well, we better win the game then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back their coach from 20 years ago to restore the greatness that
He's
was.
not coaching this game though, is he? Rich
No.
Rod?
Is he going to bring
Yeah.
back Steve Slayton and Pat White with him?
Also, hey,
He
look,
should.
then the rest of the week,
bring him back.
rest of the week, we've got the Boca Raton Bowl, Western Michigan versus James Madison.
I can't wait for
That's
that
on
one.
Wednesday. We also have Cal versus UNLV on Wednesday
Oh,
night.
Dan Mullen's new squad.
Yeah. Then
Oh, did you see who did Cal football?
I don't know, but let me finish. On Thursday, Georgia Southern versus Sam Houston. And then on Friday, we've got Ohio versus Jacksonville State in the Steph DNA Cure Bowl. And then the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, Tulane versus Florida on Friday. So there is a bowl game or multiple bowl games every day of the week after today.
Can't
and there
wait.
are 2 Monday Night Football games going on tonight.
Yeah.
There are 2.
And then
Bears, Vikings, and
Falcons, Raiders.
Falcons, Raiders.
So anyway, Memphis going to be on ESPN tomorrow night. Also on college football notes, Travis Hunter won the Heisman in
Shout out
what
to
was
my
the
dog.
closest Heisman voting in like over 30 years, 40 years or something like that.
It should have
They were
been. I
saying.
think the runaway stuff. People saying he should run away with it.
It should
Bro,
think
like
he
Boise's
should've- he
like
should've
okay.
ran away with
Ashton,
it, bro.
no, he should not have run away with it. Ashton Genty's 100 and something yards away from breaking Barry Sanders' single season record.
Also, I will say on his behalf,
He's the only
Ashton
reason they're in the
Genty
playoffs.
is also on a team that has got a bye in the college football
That is
playoffs.
in the college football playoff, and he is the
so-
reason that they are there.
Like, hey, bro. To my best college football player, bro.
I think
It's
it
number
should have
tw-
been
it's number
close.
12.
You easily could say Genty's the best player in college
here's
football.
what I tell you. If somebody voted for Genty, I would not think they're insane. It's one of these moments, right? Where it's like when we got to the end of the season and it was like Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, and it was like, all right, bro, like it's a matter of opinion.
And he
I don't
says
think
it's
this
more
is
motivation.
I don't think this is clear cut. I made it clear. If I would have had a vote, I would have voted for Hunter because I think you're going to look back and history is going to look back and they are going to say, we've never seen anything
one of
like
one,
that,
bro. He's
right?
one of one.
To me, he is emblematic of this season and something that I truly have never seen before. Not that he played both ways. That he was amazing playing both
Exactly.
ways.
In the words
Like,
of it's the
he's
best college football
incredible.
player. He's the best college football player. Stamp point blank period.
The other thing is, we can say this about Genty. I mean, what is Colorado if you take him off? You're taking off, right, one of the best offensive weapons and maybe the best defensive
Yeah.
weapon
That's what I'm
on that.
saying, bro.
On
I
that
think,
team, right?
I think Colorado's probably a 500 team. I
don't know.
I think Boise State's probably below 500 or
Maybe.
500 without Genty.
Bro, we talking about best college football player, bro. Like you got some of the greatest of all time.
I
saying
get
we
it.
never
To
seen
me,
nobody like Travis Hunter.
I don't-
No. I'm with you.
I don't
they
think you
say-
have to tear one of them down
Yeah, I don't
to
think you
build up
have
the
to.
other one.
No.
I think it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
I would have voted for Hunter. I would have.
Yeah, we
Because
know.
I think playing 110 plays in a game
Yeah.
is absolutely
No, that's fair.
ludicrous.
That's fair.
Like, I think that to do it at a high level. Now, what's crazy is you have his speech and everything and all the Lil Wayne stuff that goes viral.
He thanked his girl before he thanked his mom. That was the first red flag.
Okay, well, and then you have the whole weekend. This is what's so upsetting about it. It's not like Travis Hunter highlight. It's not, oh my God, what a cool story. Oh, we haven't had anything. Oh, this is truly historic. A guy that's not a quarterback, but he's also not a running back. He's not even really a true wide receiver. Like, this is history, what's taking place. And I swear to God, every single thing I see the entire weekend was either about Lil Wayne and how he didn't know songs before his girlfriend told him about Lil Wayne, or his girlfriend. And her actions, whether when she stood up and when she sat down, and then her being upset at the Adidas event for sitting there saying, am I just supposed to sit here the whole time while he's taking, shaking hands and kissing babies with fans and whatever else? And it was like, bro, this is, I get it that this is the world now. This is the world now, but it's like, what a bummer. What a bummer. I feel so bad for this kid. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know, look, we were texting about this all weekend. I had friends that were in situations like this. And I'm not going to place judgment on, I don't know his relationship, right? He says he loves her and whatever else. But, I have seen situations like this because we saw it. The reason we can draw from this is because it went viral after the game when she was yelling at him after the game, right? When she was upset after a football game that he had just won and he had played unbelievable and struck the Heisman post. You saw that moment. And it was like, oh, geez, right? This should be super happy time for him. And he's like,
she's screaming at him.
And he's like dealing with this. And then you see he's doing this event yesterday at Adidas and she's clearly upset about it, right? And then his mode, because he loves her, is to say, come to her defense and get super defensive about it. And so he took, and then you watch it online, and he's defending the whole situation and saying, y'all don't know, y'all never even had a girl, blah, 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 blah. She'd been there before I had money and all this stuff. And it's like, oh boy. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like all these things should be these incredible, look at these happy moments of achievement. And I feel like every time the story becomes, here's this amazing moment for Travis Hunter and his girlfriend's upset. It's just crazy.
Hey,
it's crazy.
She acts like she's the prize of the situation, bro, and that's the scary part. It's Travis Hunter's situation. This is Travis Hunter's world, bro. When you sit down, complaining, go help him out. Go take some photos for him. Go interact with people. It's just a very spooky situation. I will say, to your point about the girlfriend thing, the thing that's been blown up on my timeline a lot is the dad thing. Have you seen the dad video?
Yeah. Okay. So he said, "I know you couldn't be here." So do we know what
I don't know.
What was the clarity on
his
that?
His dad said he said something about he didn't want to be there to take something away from him. I don't know. I saw a couple quotes about it. But
and by the way,
he was back home in Florida.
Did you see when he shouted out his brother?
Yeah, up at the top. Yeah.
And I was like, what? She's on the front row next to Dion.
Exactly, bro. What are we talking?
And his brother's at the top. It just feels, look, bro.
Bro, it is.
Hey, I wish them all the best. It feels like one of those situations where you're going to look back on all of these old videos and be like, what was I thinking?
Why is she jumping on your back in the
Why
video?
is she in my Adidas commercial?
Let's see. I know you're watching it, Ev. I know you did. I know you wanted to be here. Can't trust you. I got you. I'm bringing the truck home. I love you. See, that's the kind of stuff that we need to that really need to be highlighted. Him being one-on-one, but the
and then even his reaction, it's like he's on a stream last night saying that she
cried herself to sleep
and drank all day.
Yeah, because she's on the internet, and it's like, bro, Trav, I like you said, you've seen this before. I've also seen this before.
Oh, I've seen
this. And I love Trav. I love Trav so much, bro.
I was a groomsman. I told you, we were talking this weekend, and I told you guys, I was a groomsman in a wedding where the morning of the wedding, we all come out of wherever we were getting ready, whatever, and you're not even really supposed to see each other, but for whatever reason, they were seeing each other, right? And my buddy, who's my best buddy, is going to be getting married, and she starts yelling at him.
Yeah.
We're in a hallway, and I see them, and then she's like, "Can you come here?" And they walk off, and she's just bitching him out about something. And I turn to our other buddy, and I'm like, "Bro, can we stop this? This is supposed to be the happiest day ever." Yeah. And I was like, and this is what it, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you, within 2 years, they were divorced.
Yeah.
Within 2 years. I mean, and it was almost like I almost felt liable. Because I was like, I should have stopped it that day, but I don't want to ruin it for everybody else. All the families are there, all the friends are there. What am I going to do? I wanted to sit him down and be like, do not do this. But again, I will tell you, he was exactly the same way as what I'm watching with Trav. Any dude has had a friend like this.
The way Trav
and they
reacts,
defend. They're in love.
Yeah, no,
they defend it.
He acts like that's his first girlfriend ever. Like I love Trav.
He might be.
Like respectfully. Like the way he's acting, it's like this is his first girlfriend he's ever had. And he's trying to, because he was like, we've been together for 5 years, and I was doing the math.
Yeah.
And I was doing the math, and I was like,
first real girlfriend for sure.
So this is like his, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all playing out in front of everybody. Yeah. That's the scary part.
I know.
Like, just imagine your first girlfriend playing out in front of everybody, bro. It would get spooky. Yep. It just gets spooky for him. And I pray to God, because I love Trav, I hope everything works out. But like, you got to figure that out, bro. You can't let your girl. Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
It's just like, why are these moments about this situation? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, it is.
And I feel bad for him because it's like, it's all these happy moments.
Yeah.
It's all these happy moments that I see, and it's like, jeez, man.
Yes, Trav, it's gonna be all right, man. And then he was like, I was listening to the Pivot podcast. He was saying like, as soon as I get drafted, we're gonna get married. And I'm like,
Holla, we want prenup. We want prenup.
I did this when he said it on the podcast. I was like, ugh. Bro, I promise you, there's gonna be a lot of lows around, Trav, when you get in the league. Get someone that supports you, bro. Not to drag you down. Man.
I want the guy to be happy. I text you guys this too, as all these videos are coming out and all this stuff, and I told you, and we got in a discussion about situations we've been in like this with friends and whatever, and how hard it is to talk to them and whatever else. But one of the things that I told you guys as we were talking about, I said, the thing that kills me is the kid seems like the sweetest, most innocent kid in the world.
And that's why I think
he really does.
I think that's why everybody's kind of talking about it.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like naive. You know what I mean? And you can't talk to him about her.
I guarantee you mom done said something, bro. Because moms don't play that. Moms don't play that.
Well, mom caught shrapnel over the weekend, too.
Well, okay, that got blown out. That got taken out of context, I think.
What did mom
When she
do?
said, my biggest mistake turns into my biggest blessing.
Y'all know way too much about Travis Hunter and his family, by the way.
We watched the Heisman.
We watched the Heisman presentation.
We watched the Heisman.
What were you doing?
Yeah.
I was eating dinner.
So was I.
Oh, yeah, you were eating like powdered
awesome
sugar cannolis.
So was I. I was eating sea bass. But I mean, I was watching the, you know what I'm saying? But no, I think
what
that one
did
got
his
taken out of
mom
context.
do?
His mom said, don't ever let your mistakes stop you. My biggest mistake became my biggest blessing. And it's like,
God.
Because she was like a teenage pregnancy, bro.
It's still tough.
I mean,
It's tough.
You called your kid a mistake on national television.
but she was young, bro. I can understand that, bro. Because like she was young, bro. She like it's one of those things that just happened, bro. Like a young.
But it
pregnancy.
wasn't a mistake.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I mean, not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's why everybody reacted like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't I saw it and I was like, okay, I understand. I felt where moms was coming from.
I wish they would interview mom about girlfriend,
Ooh,
so we could just see.
No. We don't need that.
We could just-
Some moms keep it too real.
Maybe she'll go on LeBron's wife's podcast.
Number 4, NFL impressed and depressed. Oh boy. All right, so look, depressed. Let me just go ahead and start with those noon games. Holy mackerel. So, of course, I had the Cowboys and the Panthers on one TV. Big dub.
Bro, I don't understand why you celebrating.
Just walk straight into Carolina and take over their trap.
Walk in your trap, take over your
Everybody was all over. Oh, maybe Bryce Young's turned it around. Give us 4 picks. Give us 4 picks.
You might be the only
Get
Cowboy
wrecked
fans.
by Odigizua. Odigizua, who also got hurt. Anyways,
Cowboy fans celebrating
So
the
that
win.
was on one channel. I just like it because you can't be happy. Don't let us get to 6-8. Chiefs Browns, terrible.
Yeah.
And Mahomes got hurt. No,
Sorry,
don't
I
you dare.
shouldn't
No,
cheer.
I think that's the
He'll be
schedule
fine.
Mahomes injury every year.
That dude rolls his ankle every year and comes back the next week and he's fine.
Exactly. He limps off a football field once a year, then turns into a Super
Bengals
Saiyan.
Browns was damn near unwatchable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Chiefs Browns was damn near unwatchable. Then you had Bengals Titans, where you had 50 turnovers in the game, and Will Levis throws the ball to the wrong team over and over again. And that next thing you know, you're watching Mason Rudolph. You have the clock guy at the end of the ref, and this just like felt downright crooked. I don't know if you guys saw this. The end of the Commanders and the Saints.
I saw
and the clock just stopped.
Wait, when?
And it wasn't supposed to stop. Oh. This is right at the very last drive of the game.
The 2-point conversion?
Before it.
When they got the first down, the fourth down when they got the first down.
Before that.
Oh.
It was supposed to, they stopped the clock at 9.
Oh, okay.
And then got another play, score, and then they get it to, and it's like, bro, what? And Sean Hockley after the game said the official messed up. The clock should not have stopped. We're like, because what they did is they went down and downed it, and there's 4 seconds. But the clock never started at 9.
Okay.
Like it should have.
Okay.
The clock stopped.
Because they scored. Well, they
The
scored
clock-
with. There was
no time.
They spiked it at 3.
4.
They scored. Okay,
4.
and they scored with no time on
Correct.
the clock.
But
and
I'm
then they
telling
went for the
you
2. Yeah.
that it stopped at 9. So
Okay.
that runoff that would have taken place did not take place.
Okay. Yeah. I got
They
you.
should have been out of time.
I got you.
And boy, they are lucky they missed that 2-point conversion, or else that would have been in plain sight. By the way, how bad does Spencer Rattler have to be in practice for them to have started that Jake Painter guy?
Yeah.
Holy man.
They're both bad.
What?
It's tough.
What?
I meant to send y'all a photo of him that somebody found on his Instagram.
Who? Jake Hainer?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to y'all at the break.
Also on the deep press list, Tua was miserable in their game, and boy, he hurt fantasy teams, including my own son's. My son had the Tua Tyreek Hill tandem, which should have been in pretty good shape against the Houston Texans. Nope. And that thing went the wrong way pretty badly. Anthony Richardson on the deep press. He can't throw the ball to the correct team. Anybody else we want to put on deep press? The Chargers at home getting run out by by Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, who has got to lead on impressed. Baker Mayfield is 22 for 27, 288, and 4 touchdowns. Absolutely awesome. And Mike Evans, out of control great.
Mike Evans is awesome.
9 catches, 159 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
So he passed Antonio
Another
Brown
crazy
on
season.
the all-time receiving list. Yesterday.
Huh?
He passed Antonio Brown on the all-time receiving list. Yesterday.
I saw that. Also on the impress, the Eagles and Jalen.
Shout out my boy, man.
Jalen Hurts coming to the post-game press conference and saying, "Is that what y'all wanted?" That was hard. I got to give him credit.
Everything
fit
about
with the bubble vest, the black shirt under it, the Kango turned to the back, the diamonds dancing and saying, "Is that what y'all wanted?"
Well, that's what AJ Brown wanted.
Everything about that game was predictable. Like you could see all of that coming. The AJ Brown overs all hitting because he complained. Dude, that line was 5. It's like, why is this line 5? The Steelers are awesome, too. It feels like it's begging you to take the Steelers. The money, the bets are all on the Steelers, and the line went from 5 to 5.5 in favor of the Eagles. It's like, okay.
How much you went on the AJ Brown prop?
I bet it 3 ways.
Dang.
Receptions, yards, and touchdown.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got the trifecta.
Yeah. And I bet him as singles and a parlay. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, bro. There is no better bet in the world than the receiver that bitched the week before getting the ball the next week.
We saw it earlier this year.
It just happened.
It happened with Jamar Chase earlier this year.
It happened with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, they bitch, and then it's like, okay, they're going to get the targets.
The next week, they get the ball.
Just force feed them.
Yes. So just wait for the receiver that bitches this week or tweets out, snakes in the grass or whatever they tweet out.
I mean, what's the name started complaining? I think they got rid of him, the buddy from my squad, Keontae Johnson, whatever his name is.
Deontay Johnson.
He still can't touch the rock.
Oh, yeah.
That boy, 6 string.
Obviously, the top of the impressed beyond Baker Mayfield, beyond the Eagles and Hurts, beyond that epic Lions-Bills game. It's Rico Dowdle and CeeDee Lamb.
what's wrong?
I mean, Rico Dowdle, 25 carries, 149 yards. I mean, it was like they had transported Emmitt Smith from 1993 into this game in Carolina over the weekend. And then CeeDee Lamb, 9 catches, 116 yards and a touchdown, picking off Bryce Young like it's their job.
Dude, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares, bro.
Nobody cares.
Your fan base doesn't care,
Don't
bro.
let us get to 6 and 8.
Your fan base doesn't
They
care.
don't.
No, they want y'all to lose.
Oh.
Every Cowboy fan I know at this
Yeah.
point, my whole family,
They want us
they
to
root
lose.
against y'all. They say, "Damn it, we won." They want a draft pick. Why you? Come on now.
Yeah, it's just
I wanted us to win because they disrespected us by making us 3.5-point underdogs.
Oh, okay.
That was super disrespectful. The Carolina Panthers,
I mean,
that is so disrespectful. All right.
That's the
on
first time the
impress-
Panthers have been a favorite in like 2 years.
Lions-Bills was amazing
Great football game.
scoring, and they are like the fun. They are easily the 2 most fun teams.
Yeah, Josh Allen has 10 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks.
He's
accounted for
amazing.
10
I
And
take
look,
back all
that onside kick was stupid as hell. I don't know why Dan Campbell was onside.
yeah, he's trying to do too
He's doing too much.
They,
He's being real extra.
much. Yeah, I
You
take
want-
back my words. I said.
I've seen some stuff
Oh,
about how
you don't.
I was on Josh Allen's head before the season. I remember
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I'll take it back.
Yeah, dude, Josh Allen's awesome.
Bro, he threw a chest pass for a touchdown, bro.
It got called back.
But still,
That was awesome.
It still happened.
Yeah,
That didn't happen.
He's amazing. The Lions team, they need a break. Their defense has been bad the last couple of weeks. And you look at, dude, they played 4 games in 21 days. Like they need some rest. Like they need to chill out.
And Josh Allen doing it with no
And they got injuries,
super
too.
1-star receiver, like no 1A receiver, bro. He's doing it with just dudes.
Yeah, dude, he's one of the few that it doesn't matter who the receivers are. He lifts the play of everybody else.
Also, got to put the Packers on the impress for their performance last night, going to Seattle and not just beating them, but I mean going in there and beating them by over 2 touchdowns. And is it, we talked about a couple weeks ago about the Chargers and about how that's like not, you just never see them really, and they're just kind of flying under the radar. But they've got this good record. Obviously, they lost their game yesterday. But am I crazy, or does it feel that way with the Packers? When they're 10-4, and then you go, what Packer game do you remember?
Right.
It's just that it's a weird season for them. Honestly, is there a Packer game you remember? Like that was a good win last night at Seattle. It's just strange.
I will say the ones I remember are the losses. I forget the 49ers game.
Did they
I
beat
just
y'all?
threw that one out. Yeah, they killed us.
Yeah.
No, dim.
No, Josh Jacobs actually just scored another touchdown against the 49ers.
Okay.
No, I remember the losses. I remember the Vikings game in Green Bay when Minnesota went in there earlier in the year and the game ended up 31-29, but Minnesota was up like 21-0 in that game. Like they were killing them.
Is it fair to say
and then the
that's
Lions games.
That's the 10-win team that like
Nobody cares about?
I just feel like it's been under the radar in this odd way. Where it's like I feel like I have a keen awareness of what's going on with the Steelers and what's going on with the Ravens and what's going on with
the Eagles, the Vikings.
Chiefs.
This is
the Eagles, the Vikings.
This is
but
this is why. Look, these are their wins. Colts, Titans, at the Rams.
That's a good one.
Okay. Arizona, Houston, Jacksonville, Bears, Niners, Dolphins until last night.
So it's just opponents.
Their losses,
Like the Niners is the only big opponent.
yeah, and we weren't good. Like Brock Purdy didn't play. It was Brandon Allen. And the Rams, they beat the Rams when the Rams didn't have anybody. Their losses, they have lost to the Eagles, they have lost to the Vikings, they have lost to the Lions twice. So the good teams they have played, they have lost to.
And you're just not tuning in to watch Packers Jags.
Yeah, I'm good on
No.
Or Packers Colts.
I'm good on that.
It's all those AFC South teams.
Yeah, I'm sure on all
Packers Titans.
The Texans haven't been as impressive as everybody thought they were going to be this year.
My
even
boy took the little dive to CJ Stroud. Yeah, so I ain't even watching the Packers by choice. I'm just telling you that right now.
I just feel like their 10-win season has gone
no, the best team
under the radar.
They've played
Yes.
3 10-win teams and they've lost to all of them.
Huh.
Yeah. They lost to the Eagles, they lost to the Vikings, and they lost to the Lions.
If you power ranked all the teams with 10 or more wins right now, they'd probably put them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just because I don't. They ain't beat nobody.
Wait, David
Hey,
Montgomery
bro,
got
you went
hurt?
all this time talking about impress. You didn't bring up somebody that made history this week.
Lamar?
Yeah, come on, bro. What is wrong? You talk about Lamar Jackson, first quarterback in history of the NFL, 80% completion percentage, 250 passing yards, 5 tutties, 0 picks, and 50 rushing yards.
Did you see when he pulled up his pants during the long
Yeah,
rush?
that's how cold he is. That's how cold he is.
Did you hear what he said?
Well, what did he say?
He said he felt the wind on his booty cheek. He's hilarious.
Hey, you know how cold you got to be pulling your pants up full stride in an NFL game?
Again, are we gonna act? Are we gonna act like stats against the Giants count? Because if we do, you didn't want me talking about any stats that took place against the Giants. That
Playoff team.
dude, Tommy DeVito playing.
Look at my boy.
Is,
Look at my guy.
Look, he had to pull up his pants in the middle of the. When you can pull up your pants in the middle of the run. I mean, this is just like
It's still not good touch.
That's not even a professional football team they're playing
it's
against.
not.
That's crazy.
That was actually
Why didn't he should have kneeled down and tied his shoe in the middle of the run. Nobody still would have hit him.
I think that was one of the only parts of last night's Lakers-Grizzlies game that was enjoyable was when Pete said, oh, that was like an NFL type play right there. And Pete goes, don't worry, Brevin. I'm not going to ask you about the Giants. And Brevin goes, I'm glad you're not. I'm like, that's,
Dang.
Yeah, the Giants are. Oh,
That's tough. That's
man.
tough.
That is
tough.
nasty.
That's tough. Number 5. Okay, so we had Travis Hunter over the weekend, and it was like, hey, this should be this awesome time. And yet everything you see on social media just bums you out about the situation. And then you see him responding to it, and it bums you out. Well, welcome Caitlin Clark to the party because
What'd she do?
oh God,
I saw last week.
That's what I'm talking about.
I saw the conversation
Oh no,
last
the
week.
fighting has been all weekend.
Oh, it's like the racist people that thought they were going to use her as a flag to hold up, and now she's fighting back against them, and now they mad at her. Is that the fight you talking about?
I was talking about. I don't care about people fighting about whether. I don't think that Caitlin Clark has attempted to align herself with anybody. Her silence then made people think that she was aligned with them, and so then they wanted to, right?
Yeah, right.
Think that they're. That they're fans of hers. And then, but her silence also pissed off the other side. And so now she spoke, and one side's mad about that. And then the argument is that she spoke up, but now you've opened a Pandora's box because you're never going to, the people that don't like you are never going to be happy. And so she's just in this awful spot right now. She really is. No, but the real debate came with the Washington owner.
Oh yeah, I saw that story.
Yeah,
I just kind
right.
of like walked.
That was the debate.
Like her brother
that
like doing
happened
some brother saying something about him or something like that.
No, well, Caitlin Clark, she said, I don't know why we are celebrating basically one player. We should have put the entire league on the cover of Time magazine. And it's like, because, and she said, verbalized this, because it leads to resent. Because we are highlighting her. And I'm like, I don't understand this. The people in this league. Like, she is not the first great white player. She's not the first great white player.
No.
Like, this is not groundbreaking that she's white and in the league.
No.
But she is intensely popular, and people do love to watch her play. And it was the funniest thing ever when she said, attendance is not up just because of Caitlin Clark or whatever. And then she got community noted. 31% of their attendance this year was because of Caitlin.
Two Caitlin Clark games.
I think the 3 out of the 4 highest attended games this year in the W were Caitlin games.
Like, what is the no? I'm saying the Washington attendance.
Oh, good lord!
31% of their total attendance.
Nobody watching the Mystics, dog.
Right? Again, we know.
Yeah, we know.
I love the mixes.
But
I love
I just don't.
Don.
Why? I hate that Caitlin Clark is so ill-suited to be the centerpiece of all these fights.
No.
Because she's not because some people are, right? Like, some people are built for that. Like, there are people that don't like Dion. There's people that love Dion, right? He's totally built for it.
Yeah.
You know
Dion can handle it. He's been dealing with it his entire life. Like
you see Caitlin Clark can't handle this, right?
Well, she's handled
can't.
it. She's
I
right
think
now.
she's handled it
I
pretty
think
well.
with this time stuff, I think she handled it very, very, very well. Coming out and speaking the way she did, I think, like you said, like during the season, she kind of like let everything play out. But I think at the time, like naming her that, she took the time to say, I'm about to shine a light on all these folks that didn't get the light before. And when she did that, it triggered all them people that used to use her as the kind of like the swinging, like oh, look at Caitlin Clark to fight against the Angel Reese's, fight against they used to use her. But now she spoke with Angel Reese and them. Now those same people are like, oh, well, screw you. Why'd you pick them? It's like, what? Like, she picked the right side.
She has to work with them.
But I'm just saying, like,
she has to go in the locker room.
But saying like that's like the people that were using those are the right fans you want.
Here's what I would tell you, and this is what I try to express all the time on this show, and that's why I'm not super political, right? I'm not because I hate things that make people hate each other, right? There is no side here. It's all in your. But I'm saying. She's never been on a side.
She's never
not
done that.
choosing
No.
a side.
But she's choosing to speak on something that there's a group of people that used to talk down on those kind of people. That's the point. She's using to support those people. Okay, maybe not picking the sides out the word, but she used language to support them. And those people that used to use her to downplay them are now turned against her saying, why are you doing this? So maybe she's not picking this, but she's using her voice to support the people that people use that.
And what I'm saying is I think it's silly either way.
We're talking down on throughout the league. So
and
that's why I rock with Caitlin.
And I'm saying I find it to be silly either way.
It is goofy.
I wouldn't think that she's some kind of way if she would have stayed silent and just said, you know what, I don't want to be the pawn in y'all's fights.
But people are using her as a pawn, though.
She could have done the Charles Barkley. I'm not
you look
a
at
role
her
model.
comments after what she said about supporting black women and supporting the league. Her comments are disgusting, bro. Because those same people that were used, like I said, that were, oh, look at Kate, like they are now turning and saying, oh, screw you, or why are you supporting those black, like those are the same people. And I think that's why I said,
because their feeling is that the woke mob got to her.
Exactly, but that's not even like, that's to your point. Those people,
what they're mad about is that she used the word white privilege.
Which is, I mean, speak on it, Caitlin. Do what you got to do.
But the argument would be she is in the position that she is in because she's amazing at basketball, not because she's white. There have been other great white players.
I think in this time, in this.
What about her? What about her?
She shoots threes from 80 feet away.
No. I'm saying, what about her? What do you think that she is in the position that she is in because of white privilege?
I would say not fully, but I think there is a small piece of it.
In what way?
That people love that she's a straight white woman shooting the ball from 30 feet away, 80 feet away, and hooping.
She plays like nobody else plays.
Exactly. And I think there's a portion of it that says like people, like I said, and those people that use that.
She doesn't want to be. She is the WNBA.
And so the point would be,
is.
And I guess the point would be, right, that I think what upsets people is when they say she's not unique and she is being elevated because. Whereas my opinion would be, no, she's being elevated because she is unique. We have had other white players that we did not care about. There's been tons of them. There's been great WNBA white players.
There has been
Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Sabrina Ionescu, right?
But the last one you said is a newer one.
Right.
The first two you said, like I said.
But did anybody care about Rebecca Lobo? Did anybody care about?
That was when the league. Okay, that's going to when the league started. So like that's like a couple years. Like we're talking about straight white woman shooting threes from 35 feet away. First two you said are not straight.
Right. Oh, they aren't?
No.
I didn't even know.
So I'm just saying though that's what I'm saying. Like people love to be able to just like, okay, all right, we can prop her up, and that's why I think it was important for her to say what she needed to say. Because those people are saying, the people that were using her like, Caitlin Clark, we love you, are now saying, Caitlin, shut up, just shoot threes. Caitlin, just shut up and keep playing basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like, were you a fan of her, or were you supporting her, or were you just using her to downplay the WNBA, like people have been doing for so long? I appreciate her speaking
I'd say
on
I'm
what
in
she
the
spoke
middle.
on.
I'm in the middle. I hate both people.
I mean,
I hate both people.
respectfully.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, which one? No, I don't. Well, both people. Which one?
I'm saying I hate both people. I hate people that try to make Caitlin Clark feel bad for the position she's in, and I also hate the people that hate Caitlin Clark for what she's saying now. It's like, bro, this is not like it. To me, people want to fight. What are you fighting about?
Yeah,
seriously,
I don't get it.
And then she has an owner in the league saying, like, why are you trying to downplay her?
I thought they were owned by the same dude that owns the Wizards, Ted Leonsis.
They just keep saying they're so. There is a segment of the WNBA that is so resentful.
There absolutely
of the attention and
there
success.
absolutely is.
Instead of jumping along for the ride and saying, "Hey, man, let's ride this gravy train,"
they resent her.
They're turning it into like a fight.
Well,
but that's what Caitlin came out and said, yo. She was like, "There's people that paved the way for me. The Cheryl Swoops, the Tina Thompsons." She's naming them like, yo, there's been great black players in this league that have been hooping.
Right.
I want to take the time to highlight them because, like, if that was a Caitlin Clark back then, I guarantee there'll be more eyes on the league now.
Look,
because Tina Thompson was hooping, bro. Hooping.
She was awesome. Cheryl Swoops was my favorite women's basketball player.
Shamika Holscott was hooping.
The resentment stuff.
Hooping,
the resentment stuff has happened in all sports, and it's happened in men's basketball too. Those guys in the '80s resented Michael Jordan. LeBron James forever resented Steph Curry when Curry blew up on the scene like that.
Why do you think this
too.
doesn't happen as much in other sports? Why do you think that there isn't somebody coming out and say, like, demanding that Christian McCaffrey say that I know.
Talk about Walter Payton or something?
I think I could tell you
that
why.
Jim Brown paved the way for me, and that's why I'm on the cover of Madden. Like, nobody gives a shit if he's on the cover of Madden.
I think I can tell you why.
Why does nobody why do they care?
Why do we care in basketball and not other sports?
I think in the W, I think they care so much because it's women. I think so because I don't think. Like, even like, because, like, for instance, we're going to bring up an example. Asia Wilson, historic, right?
Amazing.
Yep. Historic. There's some people that don't even know.
I've never seen her play basketball.
Well, she's not fun to watch.
But
I've never seen her play.
She's like a Tim Duncan.
But I'm saying more people know about her now.
I love Timmy D.
Because of the.
Then you love Asia Wilson.
Because of the Caitlin Clark, the eyes that she brought. There was a story the boardroom put out the other day. The #1 most growth out of any league or account on social media was the WNBA.
Right.
So, like I said, there's things that needed eyes on it that Caitlin's helped so much. But at the same time, those are people that resented the league because there were so many people like the Asians of the world and the Tina Thompsons of the world or the Maya Moores of the world. They're like,
but you can't keep berating people like, why don't you like us? Why didn't you want to watch us? But now you care, right? You know what I mean? We were good too. Well,
but they want to say like, yo, yeah, we can hoop too. Like, why not? Yeah, rock with us too.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain people that, like, Caitlin, yes, brought eyes, but she's showing people, like, for instance, with y'all don't watch the W.
No.
But when Caitlin hooped, y'all learned about other people. Y'all learned about other players.
Sure.
Y'all learned about
Which
so many
to
different
me,
other
that's
players.
all a good thing, and they just keep making it a bad thing.
I think there's a section.
The crazy thing to me is that they keep making it a bad thing. You have an owner in the league saying, "Why didn't we put the whole league on the cover of the magazine? We shouldn't be highlighting one player." It's like, bro, what?
Now that person's wrong.
Because then all the other stuff starts coming up. Like you said, the community notes. There's other stuff about how the league is historically it's still, even with, like, they lose money year in, year out.
And it's
the NBA funds it.
It's what, 23 years in the league is?
Yeah.
It's still a
it's
fairly
still
new
in
league.
its infancy, man.
And
like, it
you need a
still
Caitlin
is.
Clark to put a plug in a league, a new league. Like in the beginning of the NBA, there wasn't. I mean, everybody wasn't watching.
Here's
the
what
NBA.
I'll say. This is why I think she's ill. And I know you say I think she's been handling well. I think she's ill-suited for this.
Yeah, she's handling perfect.
Because here's what I'll say. She gives one bad quote, and it's over.
But what's your version of a bad quote, though? That's
She
the real
just
question.
doesn't say the right. If the next thing they want, if she's expected to be a voice,
Yeah.
then she's going to be expected to be a voice. And what I'm saying is there's no pleasing that. There's no pleasing that. Because now if you want, right, rather than, right, like we've talked about in the past, like all kinds of athletes who just remain neutral about everything. They don't take a stance on anything, right? And we just say, all right, well, I like him because he plays basketball or plays baseball or because he does this or does that, whatever, right? But the next time around, if they expect her to stand up for something and say, hey, hold on now, I thought you were on our side. It's like I just hate the sides thing.
It's
right?
not really like
You
like
can't just be a
standing
normal
up.
person.
It's not really standing up. It's just speaking on what needs to be spoke on. Like I said,
But if she doesn't, if she chooses not to the next time.
But she's already said it now. She's already letting people know I'm supporting the black women in this league that came before me.
But say there's the next thing.
What's the next
takes
thing?
place.
What's
They
the
take
next
a stance on something that take a societal issue.
I don't think
You know
that's
what
a
I'm saying?
stance, bro. That's just human decency. I just think it's a human thing. Because there was people on the other side that were taking a stance. The people were saying shut up and dribble or screw Andrew Reese because I support. Those are people taking a stance. Caitlin sat there and was a human and saying, "Yo, I'm in this league because of these women."
And I'd say 99% of the people aren't on either of these quote sides.
Yeah, the side thing
Most
is
people just love her as a basketball
Most are
player.
just like us and don't care.
I wouldn't say most.
You don't?
Bro, I dived down. I've been in these
I
rabbit holes.
wouldn't care about any. I mean,
It's some weirdos that use her to downplay the way some black women play in the league for sure, for sure, 1000%, bro. They use her. They use Caitlin Clark, and they don't give a damn about the way she hoop. They ain't watching Caitlin Clark.
that's the only reason I know her.
But like I said, there's people that use her to downplay the black women in the WNBA, 1000%, and that's why I felt like when she said that.
Well, she's in a whole league of. I mean, she doesn't want to be hated.
Well, to your point though, she could have not said anything, but she took the time as a human. We talking about humans, loving everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people that are, I'm not saying anti-human, that are kind of messed up in the brain, that say you're not a human to me. Screw you. Shut up and play basketball. And that's the part that Caitlin spoke up against. And that's the part I was like, all right, bro. I can rock with it. I don't think there was and there's people in the chat saying, like you said, the woke mob got to her. I think it was a human element of her that said, yo, I'm around these folks every day, bro. I'm in the
That's
league.
what I think. I think
league.
it's that she's around them every day.
I don't think it's that. I think it's I've watched this league when I was a kid. The Maya Moores, the Tina Thompsons, the Cheryl Swoops, Shamika Holmes-Claws. We can go on and on. And
the reason people think the
now,
woke mob got to her is because she said white privilege. I understand I'm in the position I'm in because of white privilege.
The woke mob saying that.
People don't think that she is a great example of that.
The woke mob is saying that, though.
Right?
The woke mob is saying the woke mob got to her.
What?
The woke mob is saying the woke mob got to her.
Oh, they are?
They're the ones that's saying it. Oh, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Like, bro, bro, you are, as a human, why do you hate people that don't look like you? That's what Caitlin's saying. Like, yo, why do you?
Why does anybody care that she said that?
Roser.
Like, why does anybody care? Seriously, why does anybody care that she said that this league is built on black women? Why does anybody care about
They
that?
care that
what
she
country we live in?
said she was in her position because of white privilege.
Not 100% of white people.
No,
She said
that's that's where people think, oh my God.
There probably is some of that, dude. When a white person is good at basketball, like awesome,
Thank you.
it's a big deal
It's a
because
big
there ain't
deal.
many of us. We're not. Cooper Flag, let's go. There ain't many of us.
If you got a hint of white, they are going to put you. And that's the part that
They're Cooper Flag or they come off the Grizzlies bench.
That's crazy. No, bro, I'm good for Caitlin, bro.
We've got half the league.
And then the Celtics have like the other half.
Bro, they pulled out a new one the other day. I said, bro, where y'all find this dude?
Oh, the guy that crossed over, what's his name?
I said, bro, where y'all find this man at, bro? That man evolved. But to your point, there are some too on the other side, like shows, like who's the one that was going on every show?
Cheryl Swoops hated on
She's
her
going
all year.
And that's a different kind of thing, though. Like, and I know Caitlin Clark respect her because you don't have the league without those kind of players. So it's like, just take the time back, man. Look, pay the respects, bro. Pay the respects, show the love.
And there's still gonna be some that resent her. There's still gonna absolutely be some in the league that resent her.
And the thing is, I feel bad for the girl because I don't think she's. There are some people that are super political, right?
I don't think this is a political
No.
thing.
But I'm saying, but that's what it's turned into. It's turned into sides
And
again.
those people-
Everything turns into sides.
And those people are the people that are doing it, though.
Everything turns into sides.
The people that are saying shut up and dribble are the ones doing that.
Everything turns into
Those
sides.
are the people that are doing that. Caitlin's saying be human, bro. Love everybody. The people
Well,
that
that's
are,
not true, though, Devin.
Those-
Because they feel like she was bullied into becoming something that she's not.
Who is they?
the people on that saying those people that think that she is not saying the right things, she was berated the whole year for not standing up, for not saying things.
Because those women know what they have to do in that league.
No. But I'm saying, so don't tell me that they didn't. There's only one side of this cares about this.
No,
because
she
was berated all year as not using her, and so now the other side is saying, "Oh, they got to her. She finally, because she could have said this stuff at any point. That's why they say that, right? And to me, it's just a young girl that's trying to figure out how to be the biggest star in the league, you know?
It's funny you said it because those people that are saying that are wrong as hell. No matter what side they're on. Like I said, that's the.
Well, did you care when she didn't use her pedestal?
I think I wasn't mad about it, but I think as somebody who was influential and on that side, to those people that she has to connect, that there's so many people are connected to her.
But she never even wanted that. That's why I'm saying.
But when you get given this, you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta take it. You're the Jordan of the league, bro.
Right.
You guys got to deal with it and use your platform.
Who also famously.
Jordan's out of pocket for that, but still.
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Yeah, but like I said, bro, it's. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. I'm glad
she's a 22-year-old girl from Des Moines, Iowa,
man. You did what you did, man.
I mean, she's from Middle America.
Sometimes you gotta do what you. Sometimes you gotta speak up because there's nobody gonna speak up for you. There's gonna be a lot of people speaking for you. Sometimes you gotta speak up to shut those people up, and that's what she did.
She's just gonna let her game do the talking. Sorry, I had to lighten it up.
I like that, Rosa.
I had to lighten it up a little.
It just
it
saddens me that like the discourse is just. Why are we fighting? Why are we
2024? We're gonna fight about something.
This is America, man.
I know.
People don't like women. People don't like black people. It's America.
We're just gonna fight about stuff. Like,
it's okay.
So what's up with these drones?
Yeah, bro. What's up with this stuff falling from the sky?
Let's take a quick break. Oh, when we come back, I cannot wait to talk about what I watched. This is going to be one of my favorite ones that I've gotten to do. I actually watched something over the weekend.
All right.
You really tapped in.
Oh, wait till you hear what I watched.
Let's go.
We'll get to it after these words.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
There was a tweet from NBA G League that Cam Spencer was, quote, unconscious. Cam Spencer had 51 points on 75% shooting. The Grizzlies front office ability to find talent late in the draft continues to be a massive, massive positive for this team.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping.
It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Behind the back to Jerry for the flash.
We're going to need, the form rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
I can't wait to see what your number one. If that's your number two.
Number one for me.
Come on, man.
I listen to the Bells of Luther Vandross. I love Luther Vandross's Christmas album.
I gotta go back and listen to that one, man. I'm sure I've heard it.
To the bells and they made me remember. Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
How about them
How
Tigers?
about
Go
the
Tigers. Go.
Beat Tulane in a game that nobody called. Nobody thought was going to happen. They were a 2-touchdown underdog, and they got the win.
Number 25 in the AP right now, number 24 in the coaches poll right now. So this is a Tigers football team that's going to end the regular season ranked in both major polls, possibly ranked in the CFP as well, with 10 wins. That's a damn good season.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies, OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirt. Trick, don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side, east side, it's active. I just stepped in the party.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Brought to you by 2K. Hold up the game, Devin.
Yeah,
Hold
2K.
up the game. Look at it.
Show is presented by 2K.
Yeah, we're sponsored by 2K for the next month.
Damn right we are.
Let's go.
Presenting sponsor.
Let's go.
Y'all want this
We'll
smoke?
give away a game at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe multiple copies of the game.
We're actually going to give away 100. No, I'm kidding. I'm
We
kidding.
got some VC for y'all, maybe. Just
Let's knock out 10 things.
I love to knock out
Shut
10
up.
Sorry.
All right. Number 6. What'd you watch? All right.
no, you gonna start it. You got something.
Oh, yeah. Because I've got something for you and I've got something for the audience. So, you guys know my buddy Byron calls me and over the weekend, and texts me. This is maybe on Friday, and he's like, hey, when you get a chance, you have to go to Netflix. He's like, look under 10 things, the 10 top 10 shows.
Yeah.
And he's like, there is a show that's on there, and it's called The Kings of Tupelo. And it's a new documentary that has come out. And he's like, and you are never going to believe this. And he goes, but go and watch the trailer. He goes, we played golf with this guy. And I was like, wait, what? And because it says a true Southern crime drama.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just, a quick synopsis. Tupelo, Mississippi, there's two guys, two brothers, both of which moonlight as Elvis impersonators.
Damn right. That's where Elvis is from. He was born in Tupelo.
Correct. So the story is some part about Tupelo and about like what it's like to be there and whatever else. And then you have all these crazy characters that are involved. And you have a guy that falls down a rabbit hole. Something happens to him. He thinks it's a conspiracy. He falls down the conspiracy. This is the beginning of computers. He becomes all in on this conspiracy. And he's going to, and at one point, years and years and years ago, there were, this is all I'll say to you, there were letters that were sent to a couple of different politicians, not the least of which was the President of the United States, Barack Obama. And you may remember the story, they had ricin in them, which is a poison, deadly poison, a deadly poison that will kill you. So it's like somebody tried to kill the president, somebody tried to kill this senator in Mississippi, somebody tried to kill this judge in Mississippi, all that stuff. So those letters were sent from Tupelo, Mississippi. And so now you're weaving in all of this. The Elvis impersonators, these two guys, the guy that's become a conspiracy theorist, this other guy that's moved to town. Is the health system, are they covering something up? I'll tell you what the thing is. The guy that works on a cleaning crew, he walks in and he opens up a fridge to try to get a Dr. Pepper, and he sees a severed head and body parts. He is convinced that the hospital is selling body parts for profit on the black market.
Let's go.
And now he's going to spend his life on this whole subculture of body parts that get sold for profit on the black market, and that this is a grand conspiracy. And then all of these, and so he starts.
I'm into it. Let's go.
This is crazy.
He's posted on MySpace. He's posted on everything, whatever.
MySpace.
Right? Oh yeah.
Right.
He's got a Facebook page dedicated to it. Billy Bob's body parts, all this stuff, and all.
Billy Bob's body parts.
Look, the guys that did this documentary are the same guys that did Tiger King.
Oh, okay.
And it's 3 episodes, and it is unbelievable. I promise you will never forget it, and I promise you will be wildly entertained. It is hilarious at parts. And anyways, this guy, Kevin Curtis is his name. The craziest part of his story is his brother is the big insurance agent in town. Jack Curtis. Jack Curtis also ends up becoming an Elvis impersonator. So I go and play in the Windike member guest here in Memphis with my buddy Byron, and we go and we played against this guy. He shows up and I'm like, the second you see him, bro, he is handsome. He looks like Elvis would look now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like this handsome guy. He's got a tan, jet black hair, over. And he talks like this when he talks, and was the absolute coolest dude. Like, I loved the guy.
Yeah.
So I watched the trailer and I'm like, dude, no way. And he's like a main character in this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's his little brother.
It's on Netflix?
Yes. It's called The Kings of Tupelo.
I'll watch it tonight.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it tonight.
Everybody, it gets a 5 out of 5. Verno recommends, and that's not because I knew one of the guys in it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll watch
know him. I mean, if he saw me, he would remember me because we played, right? You play golf with somebody, you end up spending a lot of time with them, right? Yeah. And you never forget an Elvis impersonator,
right?
Especially that looks like Elvis. But I'm like, what is going on? He told me, he's like, dude, you got to go watch this trailer. And the trailer is hilarious. The guy's wearing a bag on his head. But his older brother is Jet Curtis, and he plays a big role in it as well. The it's you can't believe it. It's so crazy. And 3 episodes, you're just on this entire roller coaster, and you can't believe this is happening. There's a guy, and it's all right down the road from here in Tupelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so good.
I typed it into Google, and the first tweet of what people are saying. Wow, Kings of Tupelo on Netflix is the definition of you can't make this ish up.
You really cannot. All the characters are unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
No reviews for it yet.
Mississippi.
No reviews for it yet on the
I'm telling
Rotten
you.
Tomatoes. I'll check it out tonight. I'll watch it tonight.
And look, and you know this.
It's either that or
You've been with me for like 20 years.
Monday Night Football.
You know I've watched a million documentaries.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll come in here and tell you whether something ain't worth your time or not. This one, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So good. And wait till you see this guy I'm talking about that I played golf with. He's this is how he sounds, right? He's the kind of he's the kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, look, I run an insurance business, okay? I'm not some crazy man, and look, he actually looks like a politician, but you can imagine him being a big deal in town.
Right.
Rich insurance agent. And his
For sure.
brother is this outcast who's now become a conspiracy theorist.
For sure.
But he's all normal.
Yeah.
The guy I played. By the way, awesome golfer.
Of course he is.
Awesome.
Not surprised, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome golfer.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the Monday Night Football game.
The Kings of Tupelo.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
Sitting on my mom's
I was
screen,
excited
that's
to tell you about that one. All right, go ahead.
I don't, bro.
Nothing?
You know where I was this
we'll
weekend.
get to that in a
I'll
moment.
give you like a
All
club
right.
review.
What do you got? All right, Rosa.
I didn't watch anything. I went to a restaurant. That was it.
Oh, yeah. What was the name of it?
I went to first time I've ever been there, Rotolo's. It's on White Station between Sanderlin and Poplar. A lot of people have been there. I just hadn't been there yet, and I went Saturday night.
By Folks Folly?
No, that's the other side of Sanderlin. That's the other side of Sanderlin. I'd say White Station. Folks Folly is on Mendenhall. Folks Folly's Mendenhall.
Yeah.
The street over, White Station. You got to go one more street. White Station.
Okay. So on the back side of Paradiso. Kind of. Paradiso would be here, and this would be on that side.
No, you're going down. You got to go first. So you're driving down. You're driving
down from
Poplar.
Carrabba's.
Go down.
Okay.
Past Clark Tower.
Okay. Yeah,
White Station's the next street.
Take
a left on White Station. It'll be up there on your left.
It's in the cut? Or
There's
like a full-fledged restaurant.
The Nothing But Cakes is in the same shopping center.
I know exactly
the
what it
Women's Physiology Center is there.
Yeah.
Like
It's Italian?
It's Italian.
It's before you get to the
so
best
it's
spot.
local. It's local. They've got a spot I think in Germantown or Collierville too. But
And?
I thought it was great. It was great. My girlfriend had. I ordered a Chicago deep dish style pizza. It was really good. It was really good. It's not Malnati's or Giordano's good. But it's by far the best anything deep dish I think probably you're getting in Memphis. Like, it was good. She had something called the Uncle Tony's, but she added, I'm dead serious, one of the best pizzas I've ever had in Memphis. It was amazing. She got the Uncle Tony's, just the regular Uncle Tony's specialty pizza, and she added pepperoni and red pepper flakes to it. It was a 10 out of 10.
A 10?
It was a 10 out of 10.
Dang.
That was I don't know who cooked it back there.
Is it like wood fire or coal fire? Or
They
something?
they do super Chicago thin style. They do Chicago deep dish. They do just your regular
So it's a pizza joint.
Yeah, but they also they got pastas. They do like handmade lasagna. They got a cool bar area
Is it a
there.
sit down?
Yeah. Cool bar area there. I ran into one of my buddies. We used to just get annihilated at the Windjammer together. He's married and got 3 kids. I haven't seen him in years. His kids in
Wow.
the Christmas play at St. Louis. Yeah, like I hadn't seen him in
reminisce?
forever. So we talked for a few minutes on the way out when I was on the way out the door. But yeah, no, it was great. I thought the place was great. Definitely would go back again.
Wow.
And then we had for dessert the
Cannolis.
the s'mores calzone.
Oh, calzone. That's
Yeah, I'm not ordering. It was delicious. I'm not ordering that again just because I was like,
Rosa, the
afterwards,
chat's
but-
asking what's the name again. They want to.
Rotolo's. I thought it was great. Yeah, get the Uncle Tony.
I mean, a 10 out of 10 is high.
Dude, that
high-
pizza,
that's a
that
high
Uncle,
number, Rosa.
it's the Uncle Tony's, the regular specialty Uncle Tony's pizza. Add pepperoni and red pepper flakes to it. Get that put on there, and it is like It's got a balsamic
You said 10
vinaigrette
out of
on
10.
it. Dude, it was amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Roser.
I'll tap in.
All right. Number 7. All right.
Oh, boy.
Nashville review.
Oh, no.
One of us jumped in a car after the Grizzlies played against the Brooklyn Nets on Friday night and headed to our city down the about 250 miles down the road.
Yeah.
To Nashville. His buddy's birthday. They convinced him, and I helped convince
He
last
did, he
week.
did, he did.
I
I
said,
was on the
look,
fence. I was on the fence.
Look, they always say, if you got a chance to make memories, I was like, this is one of your best friends in the world. You've got to go. You were going to have to work on Friday, so it's going to make it for a hard trip.
Yeah.
But you ended up jumping in the car on Friday night and getting there.
We made it by midnight.
And
we got up by midnight, and we took a couple of detours. We got to Whiskey Row around like 12:45.
What's the name of it?
Whiskey Row on Broadway.
Okay. Is that your spot?
That was the first spot we went to. First spot. the first destination. Because we were meeting up with the other group that was already there.
Okay.
We got there. We had a little section up in the spot.
Now, is it just mayhem?
Oh yeah. It's just people everywhere, bro. I told you.
Where are you even parking?
So we parked in the garage down the street.
Oh.
And just walked to Broadway.
Gotcha.
And I was telling you, bro, Broadway feels like it's starting to feel like Vegas and Times Square-y. Like it's less like, I hate to say it, less like Beale Street, but like more of like Times Square, the Strip in Vegas. Because, bro, whether it's 10 a.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m., there's always people just walking up and down that.
Yeah.
Just crowded, just people just walking up and down.
So when you get there at midnight, it's slammed.
It's slammed in Whiskey Row, but we got a table, so we go to the back. We go to the VIP. So we go in.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to my dogs, man. And I'm from Memphis, so I pull up in there. I'm thinking I'm gonna get patted down.
How much is a table? Do you know?
I had no
What do you
idea.
think?
I had to. It probably depends on how much money you spend. Like some places have a minimum, how much money you got to spend.
Yeah, I wonder.
Like a $3,000, $4,000 minimum, $5,000 minimum, $10,000 minimum. I had nothing to do with that though. I was just there for the vibes. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
So I get the Whiskey Row, and immediately I feel like I'm in the GTA video game. And I tell my homeboys, all right, bro, we gotta go to the bar. I cannot be in a GTA video game. So we had a good time Friday night. We went from Whiskey Row to, I think we went to Pushing Daisies after that. It was about 2 a.m. And then after we left.
Is that a club?
Yeah. It was like a bar club. That was probably my favorite spot.
Oh.
You remember that Pushing Daisies? Because
It's on Broadway?
We spun the block to Pushing Daisies a couple times. Yeah, so we went there, and then...
How much of these places, is it hard to get in? Are you waiting forever to get in?
The way my friends are set up, they don't like to wait to go anywhere.
So they're paying people off?
Yeah, we're paying the door guy, we're paying the line guy, we're skipping the line.
How much are these clubs to get in?
You're skipping the line, maybe $20 a person. But,
No,
but
that's
if you
not
don't want
bad.
if you want to just stand in line, you can just stand in line. But we hate standing in line. So
Yeah, right.
We just cash out one person, blah blah blah.
And it's just a bunch of drunk girls in line, right? In high heels and
Oh my
stuff.
God! Yeah, you know how that
I
goes.
got you.
So Friday night was cool. We had like a little after party at the Airbnb spot, but whatever, that's cool. I will say, don't invite random people to your Airbnb. So we showed up to the Airbnb Friday night, bro, around 4 a.m., 4:30ish. We opened the door. It was like so the group of us. It was about 8 of us, and one of the people in the group, we all have a friend that talks too much, and he starts inviting people to the freaking Airbnb. Don't tell any of us that he's inviting people to the Airbnb. We walk in the door, bro. We open the door. There's people just sitting there. And I said...
When you got home?
Yep. I said, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to see y'all in the morning.
Is it chicks?
Bro, it was just dudes. I said...
Wait, what?
I said, I walked in. I said, bro, I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the morning, bro. This is like, we had like a 4-story Airbnb.
Dudes?
Yeah, I said, I'm going to holler at y'all,
Wait,
bro.
no, the guys that came over?
Yeah, bro. It was one of our homeboys, bro, told the man the address, and then he brought his people. Then his people brought back. I said, bro, nah, bro. I said, I'm going to bed. I'll holler at y'all. So this is like 4:30, 4:45.
You got to be up for the Tiger game.
5 o'clock.
Which you were.
I texted y'all at 9:45.
You were.
I'm up for the Tigers game. So Saturday, blah, blah, blah. We go through Saturday. Just at dinner. We had dinner Saturday night at Hall's Steakhouse.
Hall's?
Yeah, Hall's Steakhouse in Nashville. Bro, I'm not going to lie. Roser, you gave it a 10 out of 10. I ordered the sea bass, which y'all trying to make fun of my palate. but I got an exquisite palate, bro.
That was impressive.
It's you know what? In your age, you've hit your 30s now.
Exquisite
It's
palate.
getting better. It is getting better. I will say you had some like braised short rib at Napa Cafe.
Yeah.
Like you're getting better.
Yeah, I got the sea bass with the spinach under it, with the little braised potatoes on top. Yeah, we were living.
You were so proud of that.
Yeah.
I asked you. I said, "Is that fish?"
Yeah, it was fire too. That sea bass was hitting different. So we went to dinner that night, and then the goal afterwards was the pregame at the crib, and then have a night go crazy that
On
night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. So Verno, you know how this goes. Everybody decides to turn up. We have a section at Barstools. This is Barstool Bar off of Broadway.
Okay, and this is great.
Okay.
The Barstool Bar.
This is the part where you're gonna call me old. And this is the part when I had a realization.
Oh, everybody was college age.
Bro, this is when I had a realization that your boy may be getting not too old, but like I'm not like
washed.
No, I'm having fun. I'm kicking him because it's Mike's birthday. So we gotta turn up for Mike's birthday. The Crown Prince, by the way. Shout out to my dog. The clubs, the music's playing, Verno. I'm like, I tell my boy JB, I'm like, bro, I ain't really feeling this, bro. I said, I think I'm getting to the age where I gotta be around good music all the time. If it's a bad DJ, I can't vibe. He was playing like and I was just
Oh, it's like electronic music?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the vibe.
Oh,
I wasn't feeling the vibe.
Electronic night.
But I did it for my homeboy though. We turned up for my homeboy. Then we left there with the Pushing Daisies again.
This is your spot.
Pushing Daisies is my favorite spot, by the way. Shout out Pushing Daisies on Broadway. That place is lit. We had a good time there. We go to bed. I went to bed around 3 that night. 4. No. 5. I went to 5 Saturday night. I didn't go to bed the latest apparently. There's one of us. One of my homeboys went to bed at 9 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we lit.
I guess you can still do it.
Yeah, look. You
made it. You're fine.
I'm spry this morning, bro. But
you're fine. I can't believe it. But I mean, to 5 a.m.
Yeah, but the DJs in the two spots, it would
Pushing Daisies is good.
It was all right.
Okay,
but Barstool, terrible music, and the vibes. I will admit, there was some young vibes in there, and my radar would start going off. And when people start saying, "Oh yeah, I'm 21, I'm 22," I'm like, "Oh, we're not doing that. Keep it pushing." So
let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving. So we have fun Saturday and Sunday. We wake up, and this is the last day, and I'm in my head. I'm like, so my homeboys, they have this issue is, if I say we're gonna leave at this time, they don't leave. They'll end up staying. So I was like, bro, I have to get home. The Grizzlies play at 8:30. I have to get home. So we go to Hampton Social, which people probably heard of. Shout out Hampton Social. It's a rooftop bar right across the street from the stadium. Like you can see the stadium from the rooftop bar.
Okay.
We go there, have some brunch, have a couple of drinks, have a little shots on the guitar. It was lit. I had this fire smash burger. I had barbecue sauce on it. So good. Ah man, that burger was so good.
Anything was going to be good.
We don't mind. Oh, after that.
Just
night.
trust me.
That's probably what it was.
Everything's
Everything.
That smash burger was fire. That was cool. And then I started looking at the time. I'm like, yo.
I got to get back.
It's 2:30. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3:15. I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo. Because I wrote down with Mike's brother. And one of our own boys was coming back Sunday. I was like, yo, the time's kind of running close, bro. Like, you trying to leave? He was like, all right, bro, just give me he's having a good time. He found a little vibe. I'm like, bro, we gotta go, bro. He's like, bro, just give me another hour. I'm like, all right, bro. All right.
You did make it back.
I made it back. I made it time, but I will give Nashville, I will say, I told you this before the show, Nashville is becoming one of those cities where you can just spend a weekend. It's becoming Vegas-y, bro, where
But that's all you need.
That's all you need.
The point is that's all you need. You don't want to be around there much longer.
Nah, give me a good 3 days. Give me a couple good drinks. Also, Nashville, I got an issue with you. We went to a couple of establishments, and none of y'all serve sweet tea. I thought we were still in the South.
Well, nobody who lives there is from the South anymore.
I ordered at one spot.
That's true.
I said,
nobody's
yo,
from there.
They're like, what do you want to drink? I said, give me a water, give me a sweet tea. Oh, we don't serve that. I said, what? I said, is this not the South? Yeah, we don't serve sweet tea. I'll give you some iced tea, and you can put some sugar in it. I said, bro, give me a Sprite, bro. So, yeah, Nashville, shout out Nashville.
They're not the South anymore.
They're not no, dude, it's booming. Like, Nashville's booming right now. And, like it's becoming one of those little stops.
Fun, though.
Fun as hell. But yeah, shout out Nashville, but Memphis is my home. One of my homeboys, I told him he having too much fun in Nashville. He got to hang out here enough. He doing too much. So, shout out Nashville. I love you.
Number 8. 3-point records broken over the weekend. This is worth mentioning. So the Warriors and the Mavs set a new record. Look, I know some people have lamented the fact that the NBA, that the ratings are down because everybody plays the same way and there's too many threes being shot. Great examples on both ends of this weekend. So if you love threes, the Warriors and the Mavs set a new record for the most three-pointers made in a game this weekend. 48. 48 three-point attempts are up again this season, a concerning trend for some. And with that, so are the makes. The average NBA game this season has 27 made threes on 75 attempts. Okay?
Good God.
36%. Okay? But, so that's one end, right? You had 48 threes made in that game yesterday. The Mavs and the Warriors. Also, since we last spoke, the Hornets and the Bulls
I saw those grabs.
set the record for the most missed threes in a game.
That's filthy.
75.
I would be so mad if I was at that game.
Bro, 75 missed threes in one basketball game. 48 is crazy. I mean, to make 48. But imagine watching teams miss 75 combined threes. Dude. That's my problem. My problem is that you've got all these teams playing the same way, drive and kick, paint touch, right? Mm-hmm. I understand the math. I understand shot quality. I understand, right? But what's happened is because this is the way to play, a lot of these teams play that way and are not equipped to play that way. They can't make enough. They play that way because the math says that's how we should play, but it's like they don't have good enough play. Like right? It looks good when you've got Clay and Steph.
Yep.
That's what I used to always say. Like they had this influence on the team or on the league when it was Clay and Steph and Durant, whatever, and everybody's then trying to be like them, right? Then 3-point shooting, started going up and up and up, and it's like, then the bad part is when you watch some of these teams, and it's like they take a million threes, they can't make them.
They're just chucking, bro. Some teams just chuck.
Interestingly enough, I thought we should have taken way more threes last night against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Way more.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I can remember thinking that. I'm like, bro, just shoot threes. You're not getting anything in the paint. They are just mauling you. They're all big, and their boxes and elbows you. So you got to shoot them out of this. You got to shoot them out of this. That's what I thought last night. But anyway, record-breaking over the weekend.
I have another one for you over the weekend, record-breaking threes. Do you know what team joined Grinnell as the only team in the NCAA, NBA to make 33s in a game?
30?
30-plus threes in a game. They scored a total of, in their game, 139 points in this game.
No.
The Tennessee women's team. You see that this weekend?
No.
They set the record.
Hit over 33?
33. They were 30 of 63 from three this weekend.
63 in a college game? You only played 40 minutes.
They were the only Grinnell, the Division III team, hit 30 in the game in 2022, but they joined them as the only team.
They shot 63 threes in 40 minutes?
63 threes in 40 minutes. And made 30 of them and scored 139 points.
My God.
The reason I brought that up, they set the record, but they'll be here on Wednesday. They play the Lady Tigers in the FedEx Forum. So let's not hope they hit 1,000 threes against them. But yeah, they set a record for threes this weekend since you brought that up.
Number 9, thoughts and prayers with Randy Moss. He did reveal over the weekend that he is recovering from surgery to treat cancer. And he said, I've told you all over the last couple of weeks about me battling something internally, and your boy's a cancer survivor. So they've been battling a cancer that was found inside his bile duct between his pancreas and his liver. He's in the hospital 6 days for the surgery, treatment, and recovery, and was released on Friday. He said he'd be stepping away. Or I guess the network announced on December 6th that he'd be stepping away from the show that he's on NFL Sunday Countdown for a time. And he said, as soon as I get healthy and get back, I'll be back on set. Hopefully I can be with you guys soon. So thoughts and prayers with Randy Moss. How incredibly scary. Everybody knew that there was something wrong with him. He had said he had been battling something, and he didn't get into it. But the news got out there that he had been battling cancer, so he has had surgery, and hopefully got that early detection. It said that hopefully got early detection and stopped it from spreading, and that he's going to be okay. But, man, super scary stuff on the Randy Moss front.
How old is Randy?
He's got to be, I'd say, mid-40s.
47.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
47 years old. Number 10, tonight, we've got two Monday Night Football games. We've got Minnesota and Chicago, and we've got Vegas and Atlanta. There's a big NBA slate that is going on. I think there's like 6 games that are going on tonight, none of which are all that good. Probably the late game's the best one, Sacramento and Denver is tonight.
Yeah, it is a mid-slate, boy. Ooh, boy.
So if you're not going to watch those, you can watch Kings of Tupelo. Also, Memphis, number 21 in the AP poll that was just put out. That's great.
They got back in it. I love it.
Got back in the AP top 25 at 21. So that's good.
Love to see it, man.
Shout out to Memphis for getting in that top 25 once again. That was a brief respite. And shouts to Arkansas State for that massive comeback against UAB.
Who's projected to win the conference.
It makes that loss not look as bad.
Yeah.
As long as they're a reasonable team.
Yeah, because UAB's projected to win the AAC.
No, they suck.
But they were projected to win it, though.
Well, they're terrible.
They buns? They super buns?
Yeah, dude.
Ain't that Andy Kennedy?
Yeah, but they're awful.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, UAB?
Yeah, they were projected to win the AAC.
No, UAB's 5-6.
Who projected them to? Am I tweaking?
I don't know. Memphis haters. They were.
They have lost to Vermont and Longwood, and Illinois State and Middle Tennessee State. They are ranked 149th. They're 5-6.
Who projected them to win the conference?
I don't know. The 7 people who cover the league. I don't know, like who covers the league.
7's high.
Yeah, that's a nice number, Roser. That's a
7's high.
Like there's 2 people for Memphis, and then there might be maybe 1 to 2 others.
Hey, and what do we got tomorrow?
Come on, Roser. Come on, Roser.
Tomorrow is one more for Seth. It's hashtag one more for Seth.
That's right.
8 o'clock.
That's right.
Be
8
there,
o'clock,
be
8
square.
p.m.
That's right.
Can we get you? Can you wear a Seth Hennigan jersey tomorrow?
I don't have one.
I have one.
Why?
I'm joking, bro. I don't have one.
No.
Let's head over to Tiger Bookstore and get Roser
I was over there this
Hennigan
morning.
jersey. What?
I was like directly near it. Like I was over at campus.
Why?
Did you notice nobody's on the road?
Wait, why?
Physical therapy.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
what'd you
I
say?
thought you went to Brother Juniper's.
No. No, did you notice like nobody's
Roser's
on?
got his mind.
Y'all know I've never been to Brother Juniper's.
It's great.
It's a great spot,
I've heard.
bro.
I've never been.
Wait, were you somewhere on the road?
Nobody's on the road. I noticed that this morning. Nobody is out.
Like humans?
Yeah, like there's just no traffic.
In Memphis?
Because of the drones?
Well, I don't think that. I think it's because the University of Memphis is out. Like, so school's done.
Bro,
so like
15 people go to school there.
That's cap. Like 20,000 go to school there.
All right. I promise you that's not the traffic.
I think that's probably a big part of it.
Shut up.
Roser, I think you made that up.
Yeah.
I did not make
Don't you
that
got
up.
another show to do, bro?
Like right now.
All right, good.
All right, go.
Congrats with it. Hey, good luck with that.
Have fun, Roser.
Good luck with that,
We're going
Roser.
home.
Win one for Seth, Roser. Dr.
One
Thunder.
More, it's one more for Seth.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Till then, we go.